everyone, and welcome back. My name's Janet, and this is
Sandra.
We're doing our Chatty Art today. And today we're going to look at some of the work Sandra has done herself and discuss that. So take it away, Sandra.
Okay, so I've just been doing acrylic art pouring lately, and I'm new to doing art, actually, especially this kind of artwork. I've just started since the pandemic, and so one piece I did that I particularly really am fond of, and I probably can never do this one again, but it's this one here.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how well you can see it because we don't have the proper lighting.
Yeah, that's
involved.
fab.
But the close-up, you can see there's lots of cells.
Oh, yeah.
And this was actually done twice on two different pours. There's
Right.
there's also some glitter and stuff in the center, and
Oh,
a little bit throughout, but the colors are a lot more vibrant
vibrant, yeah.
than
Very
actually
beautiful.
than you can
Reminds me
see.
of feathers. Has like a feather effect to me.
Yeah, so you can see here's some glitter down the bottom there. So it's kind of throughout, but like I said, you can't see too well on, on the actual video here. This is a 12 by 16.
And that's got resin on, right?
Yeah, I've done resin over top of it. And actually, in the center here, for the center of the flower, I've actually gone over it with glitter pens. So,
wow,
top of the resin. So like there's so many different ways you can do your artwork and experiment with art. That's what makes it so fun and so relaxing.
Right.
And so, yeah, so that piece, I've probably done maybe 10 pieces before this one.
Right.
But it's kind of my favorite. All of them, of course, are all different, each and every one. You have really no control much over how they turn out when you're acrylic pouring.
Right.
And they also dry differently than when you first pour and you're like, oh, I love it, I'm just going to leave it, I'm not going to do anything else to it. Well, after it's dry, you're like, what happened?
Yes.
So then it's like you go into like panic mode, like, oh, this isn't working, I've got to fix this. So then I've found that I've been able to do some really cool things on top of the artwork that I've already poured.
Right.
By using stencils, jewels, you name it. You just throw that stuff on, whatever your mind tells you, and just go.
That is what I love about that. Yeah, it just lets your creativity go wild. And I mean, some of the pieces you've made are just amazing. What inspired you with that one then? What was it that kind of made you go in that like circular motion with it, with the...
Well, I'd seen someone else on a video pour that way, like in lines.
Okay.
And so I thought, oh, I'm going to try that. But she also swiped. So first it was a pour, and then I didn't like the pour, how it turned out. So then I went over it, the whole thing, and I did it in lines of white. Right. I did it with white paint.
Oh, that's why. That just looks fab. Yeah, that gives it this real pizzazz. Yeah.
That was an afterthought from a bad pour that I didn't like originally.
Wow.
And then I swiped with some plastic.
Ah, okay.
With some thin plastic, and you just you drag the white paint through, and it ended up like this, and it dried beautifully. And then I resined it, and then, like I said, I went over it with acrylic glitter pens.
Yes, I love that, because that just gives that sparkle, that just element.
Yeah,
there's so much to your art, like there's so much you can spend hours watching it because you see so many different things within it.
Yeah, and it's really good to do that. Go online and watch a bunch of videos, because obviously I'm not a trained artist. It's just something that comes natural for me. So I'm like, for the techniques, if you go online and you watch a variety of other people's work and what they're doing and how they mix things, then you can kind of just do your own thing after that.
Yeah, because they do inspire you. Other artists really do. I mean, I've watched a few. You've sent me a video of that one girl who was using the paper mache.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, I haven't tried that myself yet.
No, that's something I want to try. Just seeing her put she was putting all these different pieces of just newspaper on there. And then she decided to draw a face. on top of it, and just the way she drew the face separately first and then outlined it, like almost traced,
Yeah.
then got thicker and thicker and used different colors, and it's just something I'd never seen before on a piece of, like,
Yeah.
on a canvas of all
Yeah.
things, you know. It's like, wow. Just whenever I've seen paper mache, it's been at school, and it's usually a model, you know, of like some kind of like animal.
Yeah.
You put in the paper.
Yeah, I remember doing that when I was like, you know, in grade 2 or something. We did
Right.
we did a total fish. It was about this long. I was so proud of it. Then we painted it after. But anyways, yeah, so yeah, there's so much you can do with so many things. Like, it's just crazy.
Well, it's like you yesterday going to the craft store. It's like you
Oh.
go in there and it's like a whole, like, I don't know, like Aladdin's cave. You go in, it's like, oh, I could use that. And then your mind, it's like, yeah, I could put that and I could pop colors on. So what happened yesterday when you went shopping? Did you get anything really exciting that you're going to try out?
Well, I actually went in there for making some necklaces right now, kind of switch for Christmas and stuff. And so I had made a necklace the day before and had gone to Michael's, and they had a sale on the beads, because I really wasn't thinking about necklaces until I saw the beads on sale, to be honest with you. Yeah, and so I thought, oh, so that's what I thought. Okay, I'm going to make more necklaces now, right? Because I have some beads at home. I mean, I can break up a lot of necklaces that I have already that, you know, I haven't sold because I just haven't bothered. But instead, you know, I was at Michael's, and so of course I was like, oh, look, with it 50% off. Oh, trouble. But anyways, yeah, so I went back yesterday, as you mentioned, and for the beads particularly this time, right?
Oh, right. So you went with that intention.
Yeah, right. Because I needed more for one necklace to finish it. And so guess what? They weren't on sale anymore. I was like, darn. But anyway, so I bought more beads and finished up the necklace. But yeah, so yeah, if you go in there, it's just dangerous. You know that. It's like going into a candy store. It's like, don't go down a different aisle, because if you do, you're going to get more ideas, you know, and you're going to spend a fortune. And
you can spend a fortune, but you can't get inspired. So it's that balance, isn't it? Inspiration versus your finances.
Well, yeah, it's different because, you know, I used to sell my stuff. Now I'm like sitting on the fence with it all the time. So,
well, that's it. Tell us a bit about that. You know, you've got a pretty amazing background story, you know, where you've actually been with your art and what you've created.
Yeah, I've done a few different things. That's true. Fashion designing. This is all just self-taught. I never went to any schooling to learn this. It's just, you know, you get these ideas and it's just like, got to do that. I'm going to build it. I'm going to figure out. And so anyways, it did lead me to selling in some of the big stores down in California here. And yeah,
Which
so,
stores
and jewelry as well, Nordstrom's.
Wow.
And a lot of high-end, you know, little mom and pop stores like in Coronado and different places.
Oh, wow.
So that kept me busy for quite a while. And then finally I just said, oh, I need a break. So, but yeah. And so, you know, I'm a hairdresser by trade as well. So, you know, that was my main thing most of the years. And I always said I was going to paint when I retired. That was the thing. So, yeah, and COVID was the perfect time.
Yeah, it has been a blessing in that sense, isn't it?
Yeah. And not only myself, but you know, you also have been painting up a storm.
Yes.
And like, yeah, I'd like, you know, to see your artwork too, because you got to show it. It's just amazing.
Do you want me to show a piece now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get me I'll show one of my paws that I did with you. You remember that one? I don't know if you can remember it. But yeah, this one was a paw. It initially started off that way.
Yeah. I love that. It's like
sparkles.
Yeah. Oh, you can actually see the sparkle. Oh, yeah. It's
so in the background here, this was the paw. If you see the different shades, and it was like a beautiful, vibrant color, and I was loving it. You know, and then when it dried,
as usual,
it just all of it disappeared. So I decided to then go and put these little splashes of color all over it, and I just worked with it. And then I love the gold leaf, well, silver leaf in this case, And so I just decided to make a frame with it and add little bits in there, and then get some glitter and just add a bit of just pizzazz, you know.
Yeah,
Kind
I
of
love it.
feels a bit like feathers again. It's a bit like yours, another feathery one.
Feathers or birds, a lot of birds just flying around and floating
Yeah.
around. Yeah, that's really
That's
pretty. I like the colors too in that.
Oh, thank you.
A
Yeah,
lot.
I think it's very flamboyant. Maybe it's kind of like art also shows how you're feeling inside, isn't it? You that
Yeah.
expression. And I love color because it just makes you feel better. You know, I like splashing color onto things, and the brighter the better for me. Just and
Yeah,
I'm self-taught as well. I didn't go to university or anything like that and training. It's just something I've always loved, and I like exploring art in that way, you know, just like you going to a craft store, finding something, you know. And I've always loved acrylics, I think, because of the texture in them, so you can make them thicker and just add some kind of definition on the canvas, which I
yeah,
love.
for sure.
So yeah, just exploring with that, and then adding different things, you know, like jewels and sparkle, and then just bringing it all together in a piece of art. I just love it. You just lose yourself. It's the best sort of help for your mind, I would say. You know, if you just takes your mind off into those places it wants to go, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Wild.
Yeah, it's good therapy.
That's it. That was the word I was looking for. Therapy. Yeah.
We all need that escape every now and then, for sure.
I think that's probably why COVID, a lot of people have got into the art, you know, in different ways, like you say, writing and whatever sort of because they've been locked in. And so it's like, okay, what can I do? You know, and you get bored of doing the same thing, like maybe watching telly or cooking or whatever, and you want to do something that you haven't done before. And it's like, now is the opportunity. You're not working, or get those paints out that have been in the cupboard for ages, or get that keyboard out, start playing some music or whatever, you know, and just let your creativity run wild and see. I'm just wondering how many artists might have actually come to the fore, you know, since COVID.
Definitely.
Hadn't been there before. I'm sure there will be just loads, especially with, I know in this area, rocks. Loads of people started painting rocks and then putting them out for people to collect. And
so
it
cute.
was just beautiful. Yeah, it was lovely to see.
Definitely, because I recently just popped onto an artist's group online.
All right.
And the work and things that people are doing on there it's just amazing. I mean, just breathtaking.
Right.
All different types of mediums, and a lot of them just started since COVID.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, I'll have to
Like
check
a good
that out.
escape.
Yeah. It certainly is. What was the site that you went to? Where was it?
There's one that's Christian artists.
Okay.
And then another one was older artists. That one has got a lot of really interesting things on that one. The older artists. It's on through Facebook. Yeah, it's through Facebook. Yeah.
Right.
But so some of the work is just really fun to look at. I mean, I'll sit there and, you know, a piece will come up and I'll look at it, and then a half hour goes by because I've been like looking at all these, you know, other ones that are up, coming up behind it. And it's like, wow, look at that one. Look at that. You know, and there's a little short blurb, you know, maybe about how old they are, when they started it. I mean, not a big, you know, thing, but just enough information. And then people ask, oh, how did you make that? Or, you know, what did you use? It's just because it's like some things are hard to figure out what they've even.
Right. Well, that's good then. You get the they basically tell you what they're using.
They were like, there's no hiding secret stuff. Oh,
yeah, because some people can be like that, can't they? Us is like, I'm not giving away my secrets.
So silly, right?
Yeah.
Because even if they did,
we're all individuals, aren't we? And we express ourselves in different. It doesn't matter who. Like, even if I've seen these art shows where the teacher's trying to get somebody to do the same art piece, and it might be like
they never look the same.
They all look different. Yeah, there's all the different little, and it's great because then you see each individual, you know, and it's like I think some individuals beat themselves up because they're not making it exactly the same as the lecturer, you know, and you think, no, you're expressing your art through that way, and that's how it's coming across.
Right. There's no wrong or right way to do it. It's just
No.
authentic, you know?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
learning a technique and then just going off in your own, way and doing it, whatever
yes,
comes out of your mind. It's like your mind just has this way of wanting to express. I think that's part of being
mm,
a human being. We're here to evolve, we're here to create. And so you've got to let that mind of yours just do its little thing and
yeah.
explore. Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that was interesting conversation for
Mhm.
today, and
Yeah.
we'll be on again soon. So thanks for sharing,
Great.
Janet, your beautiful art.
Thank you for
And
sharing yours.
oh, you're welcome. Yeah, it was fun. And so we'll see you everybody until next time. Chatty Art. Bye
Yeah. See you later.
now. Bye,
Bye.
Janet.